Mr. Trucker Sam here. How you doing? Give me 1 second. 1 second. Reese's. Ice cold Dr. Pepper. And to balance out the Reese's, we got some Oh Snap pickles. Okay, before I get started and telling you what this video is about, I'm just going to give you an update. I am at the receiver in Gainesville, Georgia. Let me get out of the truck and show you right quick. It's pretty. You can tell it's fall. It's getting dark. It's actually a lot darker than the camera's making it look. But we'll look at the foliage. Look at the different color. I bet that's pretty from the sky. Look at the red and green and yellow and orange and whatever. So this is right outside Atlanta on 985. There's a big old cliff here, but it's real pretty. Here I am, I'm sitting in the driveway, and there's the guard shack right there. And if you see that, those are racks. Those are metal racks that they put like riding lawnmowers on, Kubotas, tractors, whatever. And they fasten them down inside of there, and then they slide them in trailers and dry vans or whatever. But I brought some back from Oregon. They said I should have had a whole truckload, like 70, but they only loaded me with 39. But that's the load. As you can see, I've already took all my straps off of it. And in the morning, I'll go in there and they'll take that off real quick. But so I'm parked underneath the street light, out of the way so trucks can go in and come out and go in, you know. So anyway, now back to this reason I'm making this video. So, like I said, I'm Gainesville, Georgia. I don't know where I'm going next. I asked for a load to go to Texas because I got to be home the Tuesday after Thanksgiving for court. So, I don't want to stay out a month. I'd like to get by and see the fam and whatnot. Now, okay, a couple things. A court in Arkansas has just ruled in favor of a class action suit against PAM, the trucking company PAM, P-A-M, in the state of Arkansas. A court has ruled in the favor of the plaintiffs that sued PAM that they're not even making minimum wage when they're in the truck, whether or not they're in training or waiting to be loaded or unloaded. A court has, back, I think in October, last month, what is this, November, last month, ruled that drivers, over-the-road drivers, must be paid the entire time they are on a truck. At least minimum wage, $7.25 or $7.50 an hour. A lot of people are like, yeah, woohoo, we're going to start getting paid. Now, that's not a federal law. That was a lawsuit, a class action suit against PAM. But what this does, this sets a precedent. And if you know anything about courts and the way shit works, is once there's a precedent set other courts, the Supreme Court or whatever, they use these rulings to make laws, pass laws, enforce laws, things of that sort. So what happens is, now that there's been a court rule that truck drivers must be paid for the entire time that they're in a truck, whether or not you're sleeping or not, minimum wage. Now somebody's going to go and try to make that a federal law. And then when they look to precedent, they're going to say, well, in court such and such in Arkansas, the court ruled in favor, blah, 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 for this, 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 and this. Boom, it becomes a federal law. Okay. I don't know the ins and the outs of passing a law. You know, it's got to go through the House. It's got to go through the Senate. They got to be voted on. And then it's got to go to the president's desk. And the president has to sign it into law. Those are the steps. Okay. Congress, House, Senate, President, law. So you might be wondering, why is this a bad thing? Well, I'm going to tell you why this is a bad thing. It's only a bad thing because of the e-logs. Okay? Because this is what's going to happen. If you're paying somebody, so you got somebody working for you, and before you was paying them when they were driving. So they left out of their house, and they're driving, they pull over and go to sleep, they get a hotel room or whatever. You're not paying them. You're only paying them for the miles that they're driving. So the company goes in and they figure out, okay, 1,000 miles, you're making this much money. We're going to pay you this much money for 1,000 miles. That's what you get paid. I don't care if it takes you fucking 3 days or 5 days to fucking get there. That's all the money you're going to make. Okay? Company, they care, but they don't care. Okay? So pretty much, as long as your hours of service are good and you're not running illegal or you're doing things you're supposed to do, you're going to get paid for 1,000 miles. It doesn't matter if it takes you 3 days or 5 days. Like, I could have delivered this load this morning. It was set up to deliver tomorrow morning. But I could have got up at 2 o'clock this morning and delivered this load at 8 o'clock this morning. I could have been here around 8 o'clock this morning. But I stayed up, watched TV. It wasn't supposed to deliver till tomorrow. I figured, I'll miss traffic. So, no big deal. They might not have had a load for me. They might have. I let them know Sunday that I was already here yesterday. And then I woke up this morning at like 6:30. I sent dispatch a message, hey, I'm going to deliver it tomorrow. That's when it was scheduled to deliver anyway, so I'm here. So, I just got a text from the Texas election. Oh, they're wanting me to vote. I already voted. So, anyway, what I'm getting at is, I could have fucking been here yesterday. So technically, if this was a federal law that you're paid for the entire time you're in the truck, I could have been here yesterday morning and or this morning and delivered. Now I'm not going to unload till tomorrow morning. No company is going to want to fucking pay a driver to sit in the truck, minimum wage or anything, when you could be going. So here's the kicker. So now companies that are forced to do this, they're going to be on this computer right here, looking at your hours, your 70, your 11, your 14, your 8, looking at your break, 10-hour reset, 8 hours and 39 minutes 9 seconds. Going down, 4, blah, blah, blah. And what's going to happen is the company is going to see that once your 10-hour break is up, that fucking truck better be moving, buddy. It better be moving. Why? Because they're not going to fucking pay you to be on vacation. They're not going to pay you now if you get that 1,000-mile run. They're going to want that fucking thing there in a day and a half. Because you can't go 1,000 miles in a day. Okay, but you could go 1,000 miles in 4 days. Or in 3 days. You know, or you could easily go 1,000 miles in 10-hour shift, 600 miles. 8-hour shift, 400 miles. So 11, 21 and 8, 29 hours. So 1 day and 5 hours is what you're going to have to run that 1,000-mile load. Okay, 1,000-mile run. They're going to give you about, they're probably going to book it at a 50-mile-an-hour average. If that. But I'm telling you, when your 30-minute break is up, they're going to be fucking binging, bing, bing, calling your phone, texting you, sending you messages. Hey, you need to get moving. Because now a trucking company is going to have to pay for you when you're in this truck, when it ain't moving, when you're in the sleeper. Now, where a lot of guys would go and do a 34-hour reset and they might go to the bar or they're doing their laundry and you say, well, I'm off duty. This is my time. There's going to be no such thing now because now you're getting paid even when you're doing a reset. So now what? Now you can't go have an adult beverage because you're on company time? Not your time. You're on company time. I don't like the fact, I don't think you should be paid when you're sitting out here in the truck sleeping. I don't think you should be paid if you're on a 30-minute break. Okay? You are making more than a minimum wage worker. Okay? You're making more than a guy working in a plant. Unless you're a union guy working for a union plant or some shit. For the most part, you're making well over $1,000 a week. Even as a company driver, you're making $1,400, $1,500 a week. And you don't need paid for your 30-minute fucking break. Okay? You don't need paid when you're sleeping. That's fucking ridiculous. All you're going to do by wanting to get paid for that fucking time that you're sleeping and all the time that you're away from home, all you're doing is you're taking this from being a lifestyle job and you're making it a job, okay? This ain't a job. This is a lifestyle. And all the government, all you're going to do, and this is what the ATA, this is what the big trucking companies want. They want this shit. That will give them a reason to justifiably go in there and say, look, we're paying this guy that's in the truck. We see what his hours are. We see where he's at. We see in how long he's sleeping. We see in how long he's on a break. And we're paying for that. And he needs to go. And they're going to be fucking, hey, you got to go. 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 And they're not going to give a shit. And they're not going to give a shit about what's going on your break. They're not going to give a shit in your 10 hours if you couldn't fucking sleep because there was somebody banging on your truck, or maybe the wind was rocking you so hard you thought the truck was going to flip over, or maybe you went off duty for your 10-hour fucking break, and by the time you took a shower and you fucking got something to eat and you sit back and you talk to the family and the kids. Maybe you only got 5 hours of fucking sleep and you fucking worked hard and you're really tired. Maybe you need 12 hours. They're not going to give a shit because they're fucking paying you. That's my story. I think it's bad. I don't think you need to be paid while you're sleeping. I think it's going to bring Big Brother into our lives a lot more than what people think they are right now with these computers, with these cameras, whatever. Now they're going to pay you as soon as you step in the truck. Now you're on the clock. You're on the clock. Ain't no doubt about it. I know if I'm paying somebody the entire time, they're going to do exactly what the fuck I hired them to do. You're not on vacation. When your break's up, you better be at work. It's not a good thing. Man, did my face get fat? Did I have a stroke? My face looks like it got fat. Anyway, I don't know. That's what I got. It's No Shave November, people. Let it grow. I started in September because, I guess I don't have a lot of testosterone. I don't know. Anyway, I voted. Vote. If you haven't seen it, I posted a pretty good video yesterday, I think, on hope and the reason why you need to do more than just hope. Hope won't get you anywhere. Go follow it. Like my page. Like this channel. Subscribe. Share it. Tell your friends. I'm out of Facebook jail tomorrow. Probably around noontime. Less than 24 hours. I'll be back on Facebook. If I decide, I don't know. I've got a lot of stuff saved that I couldn't post. So I'm telling you now, if we're friends on Facebook, you may want to take your notifications off on me because I'm probably going to blow it up. Just saying. I got all kinds of stuff to post. So with that being said, I'm going to eat me some Reese's. I'm going to eat me some pickles. I'm going to drink this Dr. Pepper and I'm going to chill. So, it's Super Trucker Sam. Later, bitches.